Hello, good people. This is John Oching, and today I'm going to talk about a topic that people don't like talking about, a topic that people avoid, a topic that people ignore. And this is a topic on the political relationship between Luos and Kikuyus from independence up to now. It's a very short history. Everyone knows about it, but people try to avoid it. And before I continue this video, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share it with your friends so that this message can reach a lot and more audience. So, Luos and Kikuyus have had a bitter, friendly relationship for a very long time, and I have to say it bluntly before I go further. Kikuyus have been in power for a very long time, but they've been in power in the courtesy of the Luo people. You cannot dispute this because this is something, it's a fact that it's known. It's something that if you research, you'll see. For starters, Jomo Kenyatta became the first Prime Minister of the Republic of Kenya. But we have to agree, and everyone knows this, that Jaramogi Oginga Odinga was supposed to be the Prime Minister, according to what I know. Jaramogi Odinga was supposed to be Prime Minister, but he decided to give that leadership to Jomo Kenyatta. Jomo Kenyatta at the time, I think he was in prison, and he decided to give the leadership to Jomo Kenyatta. Jaramogi was seen to be a leader. He was very composed. He looked like a leader, someone who could lead a country. But the group led by Jaramogi Odinga thought that it would be wise to give the leadership to Jomo Kenyatta. You have to remember that Jaramogi was a Luo, and he was more or less like the king. He was scared of the Luo people. That was after independence. Now, after Jomo Kenyatta died, we had Moi. Moi, who ruled for 24 years. After Moi ruled, we have Kibaki, who came together with other political players, but it is widely believed, and it is a wide fact that Raila Odinga played a huge part and a huge role in ensuring that Kibaki became the president of the Republic of Kenya during the Rainbow Coalition. Other sources say that um, Raila Odinga was supposed to be the deputy president or maybe the vice president of Mwai Kibaki, and decided to give it to Wamalwa. He thought Wamalwa deserved that leadership. After that, they got into they had some differences. After the referendum, they had differences. Kibaki and Raila Odinga had differences, and they decided to part ways. Raila Odinga formed ODM. Now, after ODM was formed, they went for an election. That was in 2007. It was a hugely flawed election, which led to the post-election violence, and there was a government, what is it called? An Sumkate government, yeah, between ODM and PNU. In this, Sumkate government is believed to be the most performing government. It had results. It had the best results as a government in the history of our country. Yeah, and you have to remember that Kibaki only performed when Raila Odinga was the prime minister. You can look at the records. When in his first term as president, Kibaki only introduced something that you can talk about is the free primary education. Apart from the free primary education, you cannot talk about any other thing that Kibaki did. That's plain. That's you can mention on top of your head. There's nothing really. But during the Lusumkate government, you could see what the government did, what Kibaki did, because he was involved with Raila Odinga, who is a Luo leader, the leader of the Luo people. Yeah, and after that particular government, we went to an election where Uhuru and Ruto vied. They won, yeah, and they won. Of course, the election was flawed. They won, and then there was nothing much that happened. It was a lot of corruption cases, everything, the NYS scandal. and everything. Now, after the 2017 election, Ruto and Uhuru apparently looked like they were not in good terms. Now, Uhuru decided to invite Raila Odinga to have the handshake. Yeah, they had the handshake. They talked. We don't know who talked to the other person and who invited the other person for a meeting, but it is common sense says that Uhuru needed Raila Odinga at that moment because he was facing a lot of issues with the deputy, his vice, yeah, who was William Ruto. So he needed a strong, a strong backing, who is Raila Odinga, and angecheza Ruto will have impeached Uhuru because Ruto had already gathered the Kikuyu leaders, gathered the Kikuyu MPs, yeah. And now Uhuru went to talk to Raila Odinga. Raila Odinga is a Luo leader, yeah. Again, he comes and helps a Kikuyu president, yeah. And the moment they had the handshake, you could see that the Luo people accepted Uhuru Kenyatta, despite him killing a lot of Luo protesters in Kondele, in Nairobi. They still accepted Uhuru Kenyatta as the president and welcomed him to Kisumu. Yeah, when he went to Kisumu. Yeah, this was until Uhuru governed peacefully after they had the handshake until the day he left office. Yeah, and then now after he left office, Ruto got into power. Now, when he got into power, there was this protest by the Gen Zs, and which are usually participated in. The Gen Zs had the protests. Yeah, it was something. Yeah, and Ruto felt like it was shaking his government. It was shaking the political stability of the country. So he invited Raila Odinga to have a broad-based government. This broad-based government has saved, I can say it saved Ruto's government because for it was difficult for political players to get rid of Ruto. That's why you saw that after the tension was quelled, Ruto got rid of Rigathi Gachagua almost immediately. Yeah, Rigathi Gachagua right now is a nobody. You don't know who he is. He doesn't have an office. He cannot vie for any political seat. He's a nobody. And according to reports, he wanted to overthrow William Ruto. Yeah. So once again, the Luos through Raila Odinga saved the government, saved Ruto's government. So Luos have saved Kenyatta's government. They saved Kibaki's government. They also saved Ruto's government, not Ruto's, Uhuru Kenyatta's government, and then they went ahead and saved Ruto's government just recently. Yeah, and when I say Luo people, Luos have saved governments. I mean they saved it through Raila Odinga. Don't get me wrong. When Raila Odinga says this is how we're going to go as a community, the Luo people will always follow. That's why you saw when they had the broad-based government, Ruto went to Kisumu. They had their rallies and they had their conferences, and he was well received. Yeah, and now right now, if you talk to a Luo, he won't tell you. Some will say they're against Ruto, some will say they're not against Ruto, some will say they want Ruto gone in 2027. Others will say they'll vote for Ruto. Yeah, but the moment Raila Odinga talks to a government, no, the moment Raila Odinga talks and has a good relationship with the government will be stable. That's how it is. Yeah. So he has saved the Kikuyus and he has saved Ruto recently from instability. Yeah. So it is safe to say that Luos have played a big role in governance and they have helped different governments to have stability in the country. So even when you look at it, when you see people have not people, when you had the Gen Z protest, immediately the Gen Z protest failed. People online started calling out the Luo people. Yeah. They started calling out saying they are the ones who are made the protests to stop. They are not taking part in the revolution. They are not taking part in the movement because during the last day of the protests, nothing happened in the Luo region. So if Kikuyus want to get back into power currently, they have to look for a way to work with the Luo people. If they keep on insulting the Luo people, insulting Raila Odinga, throwing propaganda right, left, and center, there's no way the Kikuyus will get back into power. You can take it to the bank. William Ruto will not allow a Kikuyu to run in 2032 and win. That's the first thing. Unless something miraculous happens. But the first thing is a Kikuyu will not be president in 2032. The only way a Kikuyu will be president if he or she works with a Luo. That's through Raila Odinga. That's the only way a Kikuyu will get back into power. But working against Kalenjins and working against Luos, there's no way a Kikuyu will get into power. So every time I see people insulting Luos online and insulting Raila Odinga online, but people like Njeru, the advocate, insulting Raila Odinga, I just laugh because they know very well at some point they'll have to look for Raila Odinga to help them in their political affairs, because there's no politics doesn't run without Raila Odinga. It will never run. For you to have a successful political career and a successful political path or clear political path, you'll have to look for Raila Odinga. It doesn't matter how you do it, but you have to do it. Ruto has done it, Uhuru Kenyatta did it, Kibaki did it, Moi did it. So you are not special. Kikuyus are not special. They have to look for Raila Odinga. So, but we'll just have to wait and see, but that's how it has to be. So, thank you for watching, and please remember to subscribe and like and share this video so that it can reach more people. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.